Hi everyone, it's me, Shalina, herbalist at Fiery Maple Holistic Healing, located in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I hope you're having a great week. It's only Tuesday. Hope things are still going well. Today I wanted to share some herbal recommendations based on what I've been noticing. So I took a very scientific survey of the entire United States adult population. That could be an exaggeration, by the way, and have determined that most of us are operating on one of three pretty negative frequencies. Which, to be fair, I know that there are those of you out there who are operating on a frequency of love or joy, happiness, radiance, contentment. I'm not talking to you. You don't need my herbal recommendations. In fact, I probably need yours. We are happy that you're on a better frequency than the rest of us and over there holding the space for the rest of us. And maybe we can join you one day. But what I've noticed is that a lot of us are feeling very, very overwhelmed, which of course, why wouldn't we be? I mean, seriously. So that's no knock on you if you're feeling very overwhelmed. Many of your neighbors are feeling the same. A lot of fear and anxiety. A lot of anxiety. People are really anxious, which of course goes right along with fear. Those things are married nicely to each other oftentimes. And then, of course, anger. A lot of rage and anger. Once again, why wouldn't people be angry if we are looking at the state of the world in our country? We're like one big dysfunctional family here in the States. And because our passports are useless, we're all stuck here together. Like a family that doesn't get along. And that's basically what we are right now, a family that's not getting along. We all know how demoralizing that can be. Anyway, if you are a person who are feeling one of these three things, and you know what about the anger thing too that I thought was interesting? So I'm in Michigan, and someone from the state police was on the news the other day, which, why would I be watching that? And they were saying that there was more instances of road rage from January to September of this year than all of last year. Isn't that crazy? Especially considering here in Michigan, we were locked in our house for most of March, April, May, and June. So with only a quarter of the year, three-fourths of the year gone by, we've exceeded the instances of road rage of all of last year. So that's just how everyone is feeling. But guess what? If you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are feeling anxious and fearful or angry, there's an herb for that. There's a plant for that. And of course, why wouldn't there be? Of course there would be a plant for that. If you, like me, believe in a god, or as I prefer, a goddess, why wouldn't a benevolent, loving goddess and don't DM me saying, oh, God is spirit and spirit is genderless. Yes, I know. So then why couldn't it be a goddess? But if you believe in a higher power, a grand creatrix, wouldn't he or she provide for us, her children, everything via nature that we need to stay happy, healthy, and whole? And of course, nature does provide. So I'm not going to cover all, I'm not going to go into herbs for anger, herbs for overwhelm, because then I won't have a video to do next week. So tune in next week. I'm going to just quickly go through some common ones for anxiety. And because you are an enterprising individual who has access to Google and the library, I'm not going to give you like comprehensive information on it, just kind of a quick overview, a place to start your explorations. So really quickly, some of the common ones are hops, kava, lemon balm, linden blossom, St. John's wort, vervain. So, the plant family is huge and there's many plants that can be used, but those are some common ones. And there's a few I want to talk about more in depth. So kava is it's one of my favorites. I love it. I use it myself. It's in the pepper family. Um, it relieves anxiety. It relieves. It's basically a sedative. It's a natural sedative. It relieves muscle tension. It's good for anxiety that comes with depression. It's also good for anxiety that has nothing to do with depression. You're just anxious. Um, It'll even ease heart palpitations. So if you're having a anxiety or panic attack with a racing heart, kava would be a good one to try. And what's so great about it is you can use it without loss of concentration or motor reflexes. So for me personally, I can drink kava and drive. I wouldn't necessarily recommend you do that the first time you use it. I mean, it's safe, but why not be even safer and first try it out on your couch. It's a great plant. Our wonderful FDA tried to take it away from us several years back and ban it, which is how you know it really works. And it's actually still banned in the UK. Isn't that sad? What we allow government institutions to steal from us, to take from us. Yeah, and you know what? Just to get on my soapbox really quickly, I am a firm believer that no human, no man, no man-made institution, including government, has any right to regulate in any way plants. We only have the right to regulate things that we create. So cocaine is something that's man-made. Governments can say, we don't want it here, we don't like it. That's fine. Cocoa leaves, not so much. That's God's gift to us. That's God's gift to us. It's our birthright. And we should not continue to allow governments to snatch away our birthrights willy-nilly. Okay, off my soapbox. And on to, oh, you know what? Before that, look, I've got props today. So this brand of tea, Yogi, makes a good one called Kava Stress Relief. If you look on the back, you'll notice that as part of their proprietary blend, they use a lot of warming herbs to go along with it, like ginger, cinnamon. It's really good. It actually has less kava than other plants in it, which is fine. That's good. It's how it should be. It's a powerful plant. You only need a little bit of it. Actually kind of has an odd taste. I like the taste, but this is a really good one. I like this. I definitely suggest it. Contraindications. So plants, like pharmaceuticals, sometimes will act in the opposite of the way that you want them to or that they're known to act. So I would say if you're pregnant or nursing, that's one of the ones where it could act in the opposite way. So it could actually increase your anxiety. So that's something to be aware of and be cautious about and trying. Okay. Oh, lemon balm. That's another one I wanted to talk about. Lemon balm has a wonderful scent to it. It smells like lemon. Surprise, surprise. It relieves tension. It's also an antidepressant. It's a nerve tonic. It's really good for anxiety. Really, really good for anxiety and any type of nervous tension and any nervous disorders or nervous exhaustion. Its official name is Melissa officinalis. Yes. I always get officinale and officinalis mixed up. But it's Melissa officinalis, and in Greek, Melissa actually means honeybee, which gives you a clue to its properties. It will give you nice, positive, uplifting, buzzy type energy. So this would be a good one to take in the morning, or if you definitely need to work, go pick up the kids, do this, do that, run around, then have some lemon balm to get you buzzing and give you a little boost of vitality and ease your anxiety away. Whereas kava, I would, like I said, I like to, when I take kava, not have to do too much more. Just enjoy. Let's see what else. Oh, with lemon balm, you could also use, it just fell right on my head. Oh well, moving on. Vervain, that's another one that's really good. So vervain was called an herb of grace. Isn't that nice? And it was considered a sacred herb all throughout Europe and the Middle East, I think. I may have made that up. definitely, no, it was. No, I don't know. Um, Definitely a sacred herb in Europe, and it actually gets its name. Vervain gets its name from the word verbena, which in Latin means altar herb. So it was a sacred herb, and it's great for anxiety that stems from long-term chronic stress and tension. They say it will strengthen your nerves while you sleep. Um, so contraindications: if you have asthma, it might not be the best because it is a bronchial constrictor. So you might be careful with vervain with that one. Um, it's also an aphrodisiac, supposedly. Don't say I didn't warn you. And for vervain, if you're pregnant, I would say do not use it because it's also a uterine stimulant, and you don't want your uterus stimulated while you're pregnant. I mean, not that way anyway. So, the last one I wanted to talk about is chamomile. Chamomile I don't know if people typically consider that for anxiety, but I would use it for children in the cases of anxiety because it's so mild and gentle. It's been used, since millennia, even with kids. It's easy to find. Doesn't, taste is a matter of taste. Almost any grocery store will have chamomile tea. Just a regular grocery store, not even a health food store. So chamomile is good for children. Another thing about it is it's also a muscle relaxant, but even your smooth muscles. And with children, they don't really have the vocabulary to say they have anxiety typically. It's usually manifested other ways with them. So like a stomach ache, upset stomach, diarrhea, bowel disturbances, things like that. Chamomile is beautiful for that because it relaxes the digestive system, and it helps with indigestion. So that's really good for kids whose anxiety is manifested in digestive issues. I think that's it. That's all I got for you today. I hope you're having a good week. Like I said, I plan to continue to have a good week. If you have any questions for me, put them in the comments below and maybe I can answer them next week. Bye.